Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Coco Gauff suspiciously absent from USA squad as Jessica Pegula included. Coco Gauff has been omitted from the USA's Billie Jean King Cup roster and will miss the tournament for the second straight year. Jessica Pegula, Madison Keys, Emma Navarro, Haley Baptiste, and Taylor Townsend have been named as the 5 players, with a reason for her not being named yet to be confirmed. The 21-year-old chose not to play in the tournament last year, which could be a contributing factor. However, it should be noted that both Pegula and Keys opted not to play in last year's events. Joe Gibbs makes telling comments on Denny Hamlin's role after Dover win. Hendrick Motorsports makes Kyle Larson announcement after welcoming new driver. The USA fell in the first round in last year's tournament, naming a much stronger team this time around, after winning it a record 18 times. Lindsay Davenport has replaced Kathy Rinaldi as team captain, as a 3-time champion herself ahead of the tournament set to begin in September. Gauff not being in the team will certainly be a setback, arguably being the nation's best player, with other superstars already confirming their places with their countries. However, Pegula, Keys, Navarro, and Townsend have all been in solid form this season, with Baptiste given an opportunity to impress and climb her way up the rankings. The USA will face Kazakhstan in the quarterfinals, the first round of the knockout stages, on Thursday, September 18th. When Team USA announced its 5-player roster for the Billie Jean King Cup Finals in Shenzhen, September 16th to 21st, 2025, fans were taken aback. Not only was world number 2 Coco Gauff missing, but Jessica Pegula, fresh off a career best ranking at number 4, was leading the squad, joined by Emma Navarro, Madison Keys, Haley Baptiste, and Taylor Townsend. Reuters, +9. PFSN, +9. YouTube, +9. By contrast, Gauff was conspicuously absent from what appeared to be a powerhouse team, especially given her recent major wins: French Open 2025, US Open 2023, leadership roles, Olympic flag bearer in Paris, and her stepping into a near number 1 position in tennis. Last word on sports. Wikipedia. Tennis: a sudden shift in roster dynamics. The US team remains stacked. Pegula, number 4. Navarro, number 9. Keys, number 6. But something feels amiss. Gauff's discontinuation from doubles alongside Pegula at Paris Olympics and their split thereafter only deepens the storyline. TalkSport. Reuters. The question echoes, what is really going on? Woman detective reading between the lines. 1. Strategic calendar management. Gauff's 2025 run includes a French Open title, WTA Finals triumph, and a long season. The Billie Jean King Cup follows a grueling tour schedule. Captain Lindsay Davenport, a 3-time Cup winner herself, may have opted to rest Gauff to maintain focus on the critical second half, rather than forcing her into another national tie. Reuters. +14. Last word on sports. +14. WorldTennisMagazine.com. +14. 2. Tactical realignment. Pegula's recent dominance, Miami Open runner-up, and her BJK Cup singles record, 5-1. Make her a logical key player. Last word on sports. +1. YouTube. +1. Bringing Gauff could upset that balance or create oversaturation in big match roles. 3. Personal or training reasons. No official explanation has been offered. It's possible Gauff requested the break to work on her serve, manage minor fatigue, or focus on WTA events and Grand Slams. 4. Soft power play. Whether intentional or incidental, this move puts Pegula in the spotlight and raises fresh questions about her evolving relationship with Gauff. Their split from doubles hasn't signaled bad blood, but the timing is eyebrow-raising. TalkSport. Memo. Coco and Jessica. Team tensions or growth. Pegula herself has emphasized there's no ill will between her and Gauff since pausing their doubles team post-Paris Olympics. Wikipedia. +12. TalkSport. +12. Reuters. +12. That said, there are undeniable tactical shifts in their paths. Pegula is leaning into her singles surge, number 4, scaling back on doubles to preserve stamina. TalkSport. Wikipedia. Gauff, on the other hand, remains a top-tier threat in both singles, number 2, and doubles, former world number 1, though her doubles focus has somewhat waned. Wikipedia. Talksport. It's also plausible Gauff is prioritizing slam seasons and WTA points over team-based commitments, a strategic choice many top players make to preserve form and ranking in solo events. Globe showing Europe-Africa bigger picture. National team versus tour goals. The BJK Cup is one of the most prestigious team events in women's tennis, and USA has a record 18 titles. Yahoo Sports. +2. Last word on sports. +2. PFSN. +2. Yet in an era where top stars walk the line between solo success and national duty, Gauff's absence raises something bigger. Rest versus representation. Prioritizing personal goals, Grand Slams, Fed Cup, Olympics, over national team stints, strategic but risky optics. Emerging depth. The U.S. has other talent ready to rise. Navarro, Baptiste, Townsend. Davenport may feel confident in that bench. Narrative rewriting. With Pegula in the spotlight, a subtle leadership shift is underway, one that may reflect the next generation steering U.S. women's tennis. Glowing star Gauff's response and potential return. Gauff hasn't publicly addressed the decision directly. Her focus appears laser-sharp on upcoming tour stops and Grand Slams. But missing a team event can fuel narratives. Is she quietly sidelined or strategically sidelined? Will she return to shape the team in 2026? Could this mark a turning point in her career priorities? Puzzle piece conclusion. Mystery with a method. Coco Gauff's omission from the 2025 Billie Jean King Cup squad isn't as simple as suspense or drama. It's a complex mix of scheduling, evolving rivalries, national strategy, and personal ambition. As tennis fans, we're left to wonder, will this spark a recalibration in Gauff's national team presence, or is it a one-time, calculated pause? Only September's Shenzhen competition and the weeks ahead can tell. In the meantime, Gauff's legacy shines bright, yet her absence reminds us athletes, even at the top, must choose wisely between pride and endurance. Microphone epilogue, a Gauff fan's reflection. It's weird not seeing her represent USA. It felt like a given. A fan on last word sentiment. But maybe that break will keep her fresh for the US Open. Ultimately, Gauff's absence is part of a broader narrative, the balancing act between national glory and personal greatness. And if anyone can pull both off seamlessly, it might just be her. The unexpected roster reveal. On July 22, 2025, Team USA announced its roster for the Billie Jean King Cup quarterfinals against Kazakhstan, scheduled for September 18th. TNT Sports. +15. Daily Express US. +15. PFSN. +15. The squad, Jessica Pegula, Madison Keys, Emma Navarro, Haley Baptiste, and Taylor Townsend. Most notably missing? Coco Gauff, arguably the nation's current top talent. Pegula is in the mix. Again. This marks the second straight year Gauff skips the event, raising eyebrows. YouTube. +3. Daily Express US. +3. Last word on sports. +3. Why it's raising eyebrows. National pride. Gauff has been vocal about how much she cherishes wearing the USA colors. She called it giving her goosebumps. Served as Team USA's first tennis flag bearer at the Paris Olympics, and won crucial ties last year. PFSN. +1. LuMond.fr. +1. Form and fitness. Fresh off a win in the 2025 French Open, Gauff remains in peak form. TNT Sports. +15. Wikipedia. +15. Last word on sports. +15. A contrasting pick. Pegula replaces her. She's strong, but selecting her over Gauff makes fans and pundits ask, what's going on behind the scenes? Speculations and possible reasons. Counterclockwise arrows button 1. Scheduling squeeze. The tennis calendar is brutal. The Billie Jean King Cup comes exactly after a grueling summer's worth of Grand Slams and WTA events. Last year, both Gauff and Pegula opted out of the BJK Cup due to exhaustion and double-duty fatigue. YouTube. Sportskeeda. +6. Daily Express US. +6. Tennis.com. +6. It's plausible Gauff is pacing herself again. 2. Strategic rest. Gauff prioritized doubles integration for much of the season, until she won the French Open title in doubles, and then shifted to singles preparation. Essentially sports. Wikipedia. Maybe this is about optimizing peak performance ahead of the U.S. Open. 3. Blood from a stone. Team depth. USA boasts incredible depth. Pegula, with a 5-1 BGK Cup singles record. Keys and Navarro bring stability and proven experience. PFSN. +15. Last word on sports. +15. Tennis.com. +15. Plus, Captain Lindsay Davenport might be experimenting with fresh pairings, Baptiste and Townsend, measuring team chemistry. 4. Off-court considerations. Could there be unseen dynamics between Davenport and Gauff's camp? Or a desire to rotate leadership roles, like giving Keys or Pegula more responsibility? Player profiles, roles, and resonance. Player why she matters in this team. Coco Gauff, number 2 in the world, emotional team leader. Fresh off French Open victory, passionate patriot. Sportskeeda. +3. PFSN. +3. Last word on sports. +3. Jessica Pegula, strong team anchor with impressive BGK Cup record, 5-1. World number 3. Committed and reliable. Last word on sports. Wikipedia. Madison Keys Grand Slam experience. High-level matches when it counts. Daily Express US. Emma Navarro rising star with a strong WTA season. Last word on sports. Hailey Baptiste came through qualifying with strong singles wins. PFSN. Last word on sports. Taylor Townsend veteran doubles ace. Key in past campaigns. Last word on sports. Team USA's outlook. With Davenport at the helm and contrasting tactics at play, Team USA sets a clear tone, depth, and adaptability. The picks reflect ambition and readiness to compete at the highest level, especially in a post-Serena era where opportunities abound. Pegula's experience ensures stability. Keys and Navarro solidify singles depth. Baptiste's inclusion shows investment in the future. Townsend's doubles expertise gives pivot strength. Why the choice matters. Narrative shift. This signals a broader team culture evolution from star-focused to system-based. Media pulse. Social media skews with speculation. Some accuse Gauff of snubbing. Others blame scheduling congestion. Gauff's trajectory. A measured pause could be strategic. Once the dust settles, she may return stronger. What might happen next? Gauff speaks. She may issue a statement, like last year when citing calendar fatigue. Public reaction. Expect polarized takes. Some laud her sportsmanship. Others chalk it up to a major oversight. Tournament progression. If Team USA advances, the narrative will be, did Gauff miss the launch, or did the team thrive regardless? Final thoughts. Coco Gauff's absence and Jessica Pegula's inclusion on the USA squad isn't random. It layers complexity. Athlete burnout versus peak focus. Team unity versus star prioritization. Seasonal strategy versus event prestige. There's no scandal here. Simply the nuanced interplay of athlete management, national representation, and tennis logistics. Whether fans view Gauff's absence as a personal miss or a calculated rest, one thing is clear. Both she and Pegula are primed to shine in their own right. Questions to ponder. Will Gauff comment on her absence? What does this mean for her mindset going into the U.S. Open? How will Team USA perform without their top American? In conclusion, Coco Gauff skipping the Billie Jean King Cup might feel suspicious, but it likely stems from strategic planning and the realities of tennis scheduling. For now, we watch Pegula lead, Gauff rest, and the USA march forward. Another chapter in modern tennis strategy. Let me know if you'd like to explore more angles, like fan sentiment, interview predictions, or a breakdown of Team USA's path to September's final.